Well, so I started CX on the Rocks for a couple of reasons. One is customer experience as we know it. I kind of said, isn't in a little bit of trouble. I like to think of it as the noun of customer experience is really at risk of being destroyed. And what I mean by that is the noun of customer experience being a survey, a specific metric, a department, a role. The physical manifestations of CX are being thrown on their heads because of AI and the way of doing things very differently than we've ever done in the past. But at the same time, the verb of customer experience, is more important than ever. And that's the verb being the customer's experience. The actions they take with business is more important than ever because the data shows that, it's your last experience that determines your loyalty now. You don't average out your support of a company and your loyalty with a company over all of those experiences. No, it's the last experience. And if it's hard, I'm 13 times more likely to be disloyal to that brand going forward if that last experience is hard. So it's more important than ever to really embrace this CX idea. But the community is multifaceted because, yes, it's on the rocks, but I also like to think there's 3 definitions of on the rocks. There is the challenge, a rocky road, as I say, rocky river with rapids and things like that. But then there's also building a foundation on the rocks. The whole parable of building on the sand versus on the rocks. You want a solid foundation. So the community is meant to create that foundation. And third, and maybe, more importantly, on the rocks to say, let's raise a glass on the rocks and celebrate once we've been successful. But that's kind of where we're looking at this opportunity to understand where we are, build a foundation where we need to, and then celebrate the wins as we get them.